NS News. We guess Dex found out the hard way that Josslyn would do anything for love, but she won't do that. And by that, we mean be okay with him being a cold-blooded killer. While just about everyone else in her family is fine with the occasional murder, Joss had to put her foot down when she found out that her beau had tried to kill Cyrus. Not that we're blaming her. It's a bit refreshing to see someone stick to their morals in Port Charles. And, as Carly told her grieving daughter, she needs to do what's right for her, or it'll just create problems down the road. But is that really why they had to break up? Part of it may be to give Dex the catalyst to finally try taking Sunny down for real, maybe even teaming up with Anna and John. But we've got another theory, and, as often happens in Port Charles, it all goes back to the Cassadines. Actually, it all goes back to one Cassadine, Spencer. As we all remember, he died at the end of January as Nicholas Alexander Chavez headed off to shoot Season 2 of Monster, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story. But while everyone in Port Charles mourned him, clearly being slow learners when it comes to not having a body to mourn over, we've all known that he'd be on his way back home once Chavez wrapped up filming. It's been especially rough for Trina, though, who lost her love while on a romantic getaway to Paris just when it seemed they'd finally found their way to a happy future together. And this is where Dex comes in. Trina's already given her friend a shoulder to cry on right after Josslyn ended things with Dex, but somehow, we don't see things ending there. Because Dex, too, is lost and hurt, and he's even tried doing the right thing by turning himself and Sunny into Anna. What if he goes to Trina in the hopes that she can help him convince Josslyn to give him another chance? Maybe he would have killed Cyrus, but that's because he felt trapped and out of options. That's not the man he is. Trina, who's no stranger to loving a man who's more than a little morally gray, might at the very least lend him an ear. Maybe she'd even agree to tentatively talk to Josslyn. But it wouldn't work, and that would be the start of Dex and Trina bonding and growing closer against their better judgment, even as they agree they don't want to hurt Joss. Trina, after all, is still grieving and vulnerable, and Dex is lost and adrift. But the kicker wouldn't be Joss finding out that they're falling for each other, but for Spencer to return just as their feelings build to a crescendo. And here's this guy who he already hated with the woman he loved. Surprise! And if Dex and Trina had been keeping this from Josslyn until then, the show could deliver a double whammy with Spencer coming back, finding out and running straight to a horrified Joss to rat the two out. There's an unspoken rule in the daytime world that returns from the dead can never be easy affairs. And if General Hospital is preparing for Spencer to come back, this would guarantee a very, very messy return.